Hi, and welcome to the tutorial on the Family Home Evening tutorial on tasks. I'm in the tab at the very bottom called Tasks, so follow along with me. In here you'll notice that this is a list of all the different tasks that are available to the users. You can tell that the top section is all the enabled ones, and in the bottom section are all the disabled ones. You can simply flip the switch by tapping it. So if I didn't want treats to be enabled and I wanted to turn it off, if I tap that, now you can see treats in the disabled section. So easy enough for you to decide which tasks you might want turned on or turned off for your particular family home evening night. So I'm going to turn treats back on by tapping it again. And let's go through a couple of task details. So in tasks, I can select any of these rows. Let's start with the first one, opening prayer. By clicking opening prayer, I have three options. I can either manually assign this to a family member. So by clicking that top box, I can pick any of the family members that are attending and say, I want Claire to be assigned to the opening prayer. And if I hit done, now you can see her picture and her name, suggesting that she's permanently assigned to opening prayer every week. Title is as it reads, it's steps to prayer, and then the details are defaulted to those four easy steps to saying a prayer. If you'd like to change it, just tap on the cells and override what might already be there, and then hit the save button when you're done. In this case, I don't want Claire to do it, so maybe I just want it to be auto-assigned. I mean, I don't want Claire to maybe do it every single week, so I'm going to flip it to auto-assign so that it rotates when I want it to. So that's how we would edit a prayer. Now, what about songs? It's a little different. So when I click that row, because there's many songs to pick from, it looks a little different. Still, I can manually assign somebody to this particular task. For instance, in this case, I've maybe picked Reed to manually assign. Remember, this is assigning them permanently to that particular task. Now, you'll see in the top, there's categories that I can filter by, maybe children's hymn books, the children's books, excuse me, and then the hymnals. MV stands for music videos, or I could search by topics. And any of those filters will allow me to kind of narrow my search and what I'm looking for. And then these are sorted by topics, and so you'll see the atonement section, maybe the birth of the Savior, and so forth. And that'll help you kind of keep consistent between maybe songs, scriptures, and lesson themes if you chose to. I also have on the last one on the right is a favorites tab. So it's filtering maybe by your favorites. There's default favorites in here. And if you wanted to change any of these, you can simply hit on select a row and you can see where it says the details of this song and where it's pulling from in the URL. But also underneath that, those details is a little star icon for you to flag whether or not it's a favorite song or not. And you can turn that on or off. You can also at this point flag it whether or not you want to select this song that you want to sing. And if that's the case, you can simply hit save and it'll take you back with now that song selected as one of your favorites. Or you can always go to the All tab, and these are all the list of songs. There's over 100 to pick from, so I know that's a lot. So there's also the searching feature where you could do by topic, or by hymn book, or by children's song, or by simply title, or by number as well. So if I wanted to do, let's say, I didn't know where a baptism song was, I could search for baptism, and you can see it's already pulling up. And there's the song, and I can click it here as my song of choice, and then get rid of my search criteria. And now my baptism song is the selected song for tonight. So pretty easy to pick from. In the future, you don't have to go through all those details. It's really simple to just say, I want a hymnal, and I want a Pour Away Man of Grief, and I can select that. If I wanted to ever add a new song, in the top right, you can hit the plus and add your own details, including the URL if you want to sing along with it, and flag it as whether or not it's your favorite and you want to sing it. That is how most of the tasks are set up. So if there's multiple ones, for example, rules, you can go about adding new ones in the top right to your liking, or you can use the defaulted examples that have been added here. And you can always manually assign any one of these tasks to a family member. So go ahead and take a look, and I hope that answers most of your questions that you might have when it comes to doing tasks.